All right, welcome to another The Shades of Dominion update. Today we are going to be covering the latest development to the actual core set. We don't do this often because we're messing with established lore, but this was particularly special and it's long overdue in my opinion. And we're going to cover the creation of the bullet summons. The bullets now, what are bullet summons? Bullet summons, as you might have already guessed, these are a type of shade summon. They're a type of creature, a type of minion, a type of thing that you typically cast on your side of the battlefield as you go off and gallivant and adventure and destroy enemies and creatures and so forth. However, these little creatures are special in that they can double as enchantments for the various weapons and tools that you will use as you adventure. And what they do is these can only specifically be used to enchant ranged weaponry, bows, crossbows, uh, slings, and things that would require an ammunition. So you can technically throw an axe, but you can't use an axe uh, to enchant it with a bullet summon. It needs to be something that actually has um, either an arrow or a pocket or a rock or something. Additionally, they're a little more expensive, admittedly. To enchant them, they will cost an additional library point, so two spell templates instead of just one. So two library points instead of the one to add these or to enchant these to an item of your choice. Now, let's talk about the benefits. Um, First, naturally, each attack from your new ranged weapon will have a little more power behind it. That's pretty cool. That attack will also probably have a few new keyword abilities, whether that's cleave or uh, initiative, whether it's twin strike, or whether it's even something as something like poison. So it can have a new keyword. That's pretty cool. But the really cool part about the of an enchanted bullet weapon is that you don't need to reload it. You don't need to keep track of ammunition. The weapon auto generates its magical ammunition. And just to add a little cherry on top, you don't have to spend any more shade when you use one of these weapons. You hear that? You don't have to spend any more shade to unleash uh, a powered up attack with a magical ability anymore, and your weapon will never run out of ammo. Those are some nifty benefits. I do say so myself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the beginning, back with the first Aether Dominion, and we're going to start with the original inspiration for the card itself in Magic the Gathering. Then we're going to take a look at what they look like now in the Shades of Dominion. And lastly, we will then cover what kinds of weapons these new bullet summons can be used to make. And so let's get started. Let's throw some shade, everybody. Let's get at it. And this one is also another classic that most of you are going to remember. Um, Back to the instinct attribute, the original inspiration for this bullet is the Spore Frog. Isn't he cute? Isn't he adorable? Now, this was the original inspiration for it. However, because we wanted to turn it into a bullet, we did have to go into a different direction. Um, this is the instinct attribute once again, and instinct the is kind of the attribute um where it relies more on um poison counters. It also is that attribute where you kind of get that snake mongoose dynamic rather than the brawny bear dynamic that green tends to have. So Spore Frog became a little more insectoid. Um, Also because prevent all combat damage is really hard to display in a roleplay setting. So we turned that into a honeybee. It's still a 1/1, but now it has poisonous. Now, poisonous in Shades of Dominion means that whenever it successfully deals damage with this poisonous aspect, the target that was attacked gains a poison counter. And at the beginning of its turn, for each poison counter, it rolls a d6. And for each 4 plus, they lose a wound. The brilliant poison has run its course and it has robbed them of their health and it slowly kills them. And whenever Honeybee deals combat damage, it immediately dies because it's a bee. Its stinger's going to get stuck in you and it's just going to go for splat. So, you basically have a creature that, when it successfully attacks, is going to kill itself, deal 1 damage, and leave a poison counter behind. And that was turned into a weapon called, oh, goodness, no, a weapon called the Venom Sling, which is exactly what it sounds like. This is a sling where a little ball of venom materializes at the top of the staff for you to hurl at it, for you to hurl at your opponents again and again. So the Venom Sling, you would make a Streetwise roll, and you would be targeting your opponent's endurance, their ability to take poisonous payload. And the description is a toxic weapon designed to kill the enemy before they know they're dead. And as you can tell, it doesn't deal that much damage. Attacks from this weapon deal plus D3 plus 1, so up to 4 damage with the poisonous aspect. Now, you're not trying to actually damage them with this weapon. Your true goal is to get that poison counter on them so that they die later. That's the thing with this weapon, and I think it's really cool how we were able to take the Spore Frog, who really didn't. We wanted him to have a place, but he really didn't have one. And so we kind of just let him become the honeybee, um, which again, like a bullet, dies immediately after he deals combat damage. And so when you enchant a weapon with that ability, you get a venom sling, and that's a pretty cool idea. So, as we say, go throw some shade, everyone. Enjoy. Till next time.